Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaizen Tshego, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, hey girl, hey. In today's video, we're going to be having a chat around corporate wardrobe essentials for 2024. I think this video is going to be super relevant if you're rebuilding your corporate wardrobe or if you're entering corporate for the very first time. The disclaimer that I want to put out is that I work in a fairly formal corporate setting. I am in banking in corporate South Africa. So most often than not, and more days than not, we are dressed in a very formal, like business formal manner. This information and my context might help if you are in the same kind of formal sector, or if you're trying to get into a more formal sector in corporate. This might be very insightful for you. I think that this video was inspired by my Zara haul. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it here, so have a look at it, because in this video I not only show you what I purchased from Zara, but I show you how I would style it in different settings. I have a nice blend of elevated casual looks as well as formal corporate looks, and I think it's always insightful when people actually buy clothes that they show you how to practically style it. When we think about building our wardrobes, the first thing that I want you to be crystal clear on is what your personal brand is. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I put a video together and I'll link it over here, which essentially relates to the 8 lessons that I learned having been in corporate for close to a decade. The first lesson that I touch on is the importance of being intentional about your personal brand. I mentioned in this video that I like for the clothes that I wear and for the way that I look to present myself in a room and in spaces, and I go into what that basically means. So when we're building our corporate wardrobe, whether you are new to this or you're a seasoned corporate veteran, there needs to be consistency with the way that you present yourself and the way that you present your work. Those things need to speak to each other. So think about what you want to be known for in corporate, what you want people to say about you when you're not in the room, how you want your perception to be, and how you want your reputation to be. Like, think about it in words, right? And imagery. And then I think the best place to go is Pinterest. Look up inspiration on what people who have the adjectives that you would like your reputation and what your brand to be described as are dressed like in the corporate setting that you're working in, and then you start building from there. So once you have an idea of this is who you are and this is a physical embodiment of your personal brand, then you can start shopping for items. So the reason why I wanted to put that context out is, as creators, we can all come and say 4 black tops, 4 black trousers, and you're good to go. But the problem with that, and what I've realized over the years, is if you are not buying items that are linked to your personal brand and your self-expression, you're always going to be rebuilding your wardrobe. And I don't want you to do that, because it is a waste of money. So once you have your corporate aesthetic, you're excited to go shopping. But before we get there, the first thing that I want to mention and caution you on is the importance of not outdressing your superiors. Now, it doesn't have to be your direct or immediate boss, because obviously sometimes as a man you don't work or report to a man, or as a woman you don't work and report to a woman, right? But there are other people who influence your performance and who have a say about you and your performance at your year end. And those are the people you don't want to be outstaging or upstaging. I don't know what the word is. I think that this specific nuance is not spoken about enough. So the reason why I say it's important to not upstage your superiors is because that is a very quick way of building a perception that you actually don't need the money and you're very well paid. Now, I know it sounds crazy and ridiculous, but it's a part of human psychology. So my rule of thumb is I will never bring or wear designer items to the office. If I do, it's going to be from a brand that is incredibly niche or very understated, like no logos. Those who know. This is what I carry in the office because I can get away with it. No one has spotted it, and it just adds a bit of luxury into my corporate life that only I need to know about. Over and above that, things that I would 100% stay away from is very loud shoes, like Louis Vuittons. Everyone knows what that is. Carrying Louis Vuitton, carrying Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent. If people can see the logo, they already know, and people start making assumptions that, oh, you actually have too much disposable income on your hands. And it's crazy, right? Because we're all here to work and we shouldn't be in each other's pockets, but we're definitely in each other's pockets. So stay away from that. So the first place that I'd start if I'm building my wardrobe is underwear. The one thing that I'm obsessed about is reducing my cognitive load. I love building processes that make my life efficient, and as a result, I streamline things as small as underwear. When you're looking into your underwear wardrobe, it's important to buy good quality underwear and also have matching sets so that when you wake up in the morning and you're wanting to get dressed, you're not scrambling for that green thong and that pink bra and then it shows through your shirt and you're stressed. I keep it very basic. The one store that has consistently met my needs in this department is Woolworths. Woolworths is affordable and they also run a lot of sales during the year, like a 2 for 3 sale. The thing that I love about Woolworths underwear is that it is quite durable and long lasting, and I love to steer towards cotton because it's more breathable and more comfortable on my body. So if you are looking to start at that granular level, I'd say definitely look at your underwear and make sure that your underwear goes in sets. It doesn't have to be like a matchy kind of thing, just the colors can actually even match. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're not scrambling looking for things to match. You know that this and this goes together, you wear it and you start building your outfit. So that's a little tip on underwear. The next thing I want to talk about is the importance of building like a uniform or a capsule wardrobe for corporate. So if you think about it in context, where we were in the office 5 days a week and there was no such thing as remote working for majority of companies. So in that setting, you know that you have to create 20 outfits every single month. But financially, I think when you're starting off, but also just in general, we have priorities. No one is building 240 different outfits for work for the work here. First of all, that's a waste of money, and secondly, it's just not sustainable and not good for the environment to buy that many items of clothing in a single year. You're doing it wrong. Considering what your style looks like, the number one thing that I would say is, because you don't want to buy clothes over and over again, buy a staple that you can layer depending on the season. So this, for example, is a very good idea. You could wear this bodysuit into the office. I mentioned in my Zara haul that I would not wear it like this into the office because I don't like to show my shoulders and armpits in the office. I don't know why, it's just a thing. I feel too overexposed. So I'll show you guys in that video how I pair it with a blazer. So the nice thing about this bodysuit is it can be layered. You can build on it. I don't think it's an item that you can wear into the winter, but it's definitely an item that you can wear in spring, you can wear it in summer, and you can also wear it in autumn, depending on what you can put above it. You can also dress it up and down. So if I'm starting in corporate, for example, what I would do, this I purchased from Zara, I don't know if I mentioned that, but I would say I really like how bodysuits feel. They're breathable and they are versatile. I can dress them up and down. I'm going to buy this or a similar bodysuit in a black color, in a white color, and maybe in a beige color. And by the way, guys, I'm not super into color. Like if you see me wearing color, it's a moment for me. I wear a lot of neutrals, and this might not resonate with you, but I think the concept of it does resonate with everyone around getting something, and if you like the fit and if you like how it feels on your body, get it in a different color and in a similar style, and that's how you start to build your uniform. It's what I used to call, I actually used to call it uniform, but it's, hey, now it's called capsule wardrobe because, you know, the fashion gurus have spoken. The one thing that I did when I started working is I probably had a maximum of 2 or 3 dresses in my wardrobe, and then everything else was tops and trousers that you could mix and match together. And I'd highly recommend that you do that because you get a lot of wear out of multiple pieces as opposed to a dress. Buy clothes that are of similar style so that you can potentially rewear them and it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, I can count how many items of clothing she has in a wardrobe because she wore this black one, then she wore this white one, then she wore this beige one, and she's gonna do the same next week. So you wanna switch up the style in some kind of way so that your clothes are similar but not the same. So I hope I've given you guys enough context around how to build the base of your wardrobe. Look at cuts that flatter you, look at styles that flatter you and that speak to your personal brand. Stay away from trends as well, guys, because trends are what's going to make you keep having to buy clothes all the time because something looks seasonal or dated when you pull it up in the next season. So don't do that. Go for really simple classic items and they will last you much longer and you won't need to be spending all this money every time a new season rolls on. So when it comes to shoes, my recommendation is that you keep it super simple. over my past 9 years of working, I've always gravitated towards either a black shoe or a beige shoe. So what I did is I purchased almond toe courts from Aldo. They are full leather, and I know that I will alternate between those because my outfits are neutrals. They go with everything, and it's either going to be the black shoe or it's going to be the beige shoe that I'm wearing on that day. And from a heels perspective, I'm also quite conservative. I want to be comfortable. I want to look elevated, but I don't want to be hobbling when 3 p.m. rolls around and I need to go into a meeting room to take a call. I still want to be walking elegantly and confidently. So I don't go for a super high heel. I would say my range is between 4 and 8 centimeter average. So I don't do anything much higher. If I do, it's probably 10, but I'll never go up to like 12 centimeters. I think that's very overwhelming for me. And I have a flat foot. So if there's anything that you take from the shoe segment is please wear leather shoes. From the 9 years of me buying shoes, what I can say for sure is I stopped buying so many shoes so often when I switched to leather shoes. Aldo and Mango for me are like my go-to with shoes in South Africa. Zara shoes are also quite affordable. I wouldn't say that they are as comfortable as like Aldo shoes are, unless they are obviously leather. But the thing I like about Zara is they mimic a lot of high-end fashion trends. So if you do want to incorporate some stylish looks and you want to just creep in some trend there, I would say that Zara would be great overall for that, not just with shoes. But I would say keep majority of your shoes leather and gravitate towards neutral colors, black or tan, and then use Zara for those alternating shoes that you're not going to be wearing every day, but you want to elevate or bring a pop to your outfit. Then you do it by bringing in you know, like a trendy kind of shoe. And you don't have to worry about it being comfortable or about how long it's going to last, because you aren't going to be rotating in it as much as you are with your full leather shoes. So the area where I like to bring some main character energy to my outfits is either my top or my bottom. If you're wanting to integrate some kind of main character energy to your outfit and you don't want to be boring and bland with neutrals, I recommend having a statement top or statement bottom. Statement tops can be any color, but they just make people do like a double take when you're walking past, like, where does she get that from? And then with the statement bottoms, it can be like a color, it can be a cut or a style of the trouser, it can be like a ruffled skirt. And I would recommend with skirts, keep it relatively close to the knee, and shoes also have a nice role to play here. So if you want to elevate your outfit, you can also add in a shoe that is corporate appropriate if you have a neutral outfit. So those are the ways that I think you can play up an outfit in corporate. Now, when it comes to dresses, for me, these are gold standard. I absolutely love seeing women in dresses, and I'm mentioning this because I'm obviously considering someone who's rebuilding a wardrobe or actually creating a wardrobe from scratch. A dress is going to be more expensive than a skirt, for example, alone, or a top, for example, alone. So you can't realistically build a whole wardrobe of dresses in one go, but you can start introducing buying a nice staple statement dress now and again, so that over time you actually can build that wardrobe with beautiful, classy, elegant signature dresses. So my next category is the work bag. What are my thoughts on a work bag? So I've only ever had two kinds of bags. I've either had a black bag or I've had a brown / tan bag. My recommendation is that you buy something that's super structured and sturdy so that you don't have to switch it out so often. Again, just like with shoes, I would either get a black bag or I'd get a beige bag. I do not recommend having a designer bag in the office because of what I mentioned when this video started. But if you want to do that, it's completely up to you. I personally don't, and I will not, unless it's a brand, as I said, that no one is going to know about and it can't be spotted and it's not loud, then I'll take my chance. But also it's important to read the room, right? If you're in an environment where people do that, but it's your superiors, you don't want to be a junior person doing that. It's just read the room. If you enjoy this video and if you want me to double click on any of these categories, let me know in the comment section. If I've missed anything and you want to add on a comment to grow the knowledge of the community, you're more than welcome to leave it down below. And that's it for today, guys. Until the next video, ciao for now.